Hey, Shawn again, back for API introduction. So, just want to go over what APIs are real quick, right? The nerdy definition is application program interface. Doesn't really matter. It's just a way for your program to interact with another program instead of a user interfacing. So, just like you have a user interface, this is a program interface, application program interface, API. All right. The way I like to look at APIs and the way I like to explain them is they're like a waiter in a restaurant. So the restaurant would be like the data source. So let's say you go to a restaurant and you're looking for dinner or whatever. Your software is going to go to the restaurant looking for data. Now the waiter is going to be the API. It's going to come to you and it's going to say, "Hey, what kind of data do you want? We got weather, we got news, we got sports, we got maps." So what's going to happen is your API is going to go out and then pull that data. So it's going to pull weather data, it's going to pull news data, it's going to pull sports data, it's going to pull maps data, right? So weather data may be weather.com, news may be CNN, Fox, or AP News, sports, ESPN, different places, maps from Google Maps or from MapQuest or from Apple Maps or whatever, probably Google Maps, right? So these are the different things that you're going to serve in your data restaurant, okay? So your application, being you, says, "I would like to know the weather from tomorrow in my area." All right, great, great. So you've picked the weather API. So now what's going to happen is the waiter is going to be like, "All right, cool, let's go get that information for you. I'm going to go and grab that, confirm that you want this weather data. Dope. Now, let me go and grab that from the chef. Hey, chef, I need the weather's data for table 6." All right, so it's an identification of who's ordering it, what they want, and how they want it. And then the chef from the kitchen in this data restaurant is going to respond with, "Boom, you got it. Warm, 75 degrees." All right. So now you have the API taking your order for the weather, and then it's going to the quote unquote kitchen, the database of the other software, and it's asking for a specific request with an expectation of a return. From that, it's going to then come back and say, "Yeah, no problem. Sunny and 75 degrees. That would be X amount of money." Okay. So that's what APIs are. That's what they do. They allow you to interact with another software without actually having to go and interact with the software. So you can just go and stay in the place that you want to be, but use the data from another output. So they're critical, they're everywhere, they are absolutely the way that businesses can actually function in today's world without having to just be a copy and paste. So if this is the first time you've heard about APIs, or if you've heard about them before and they're scary, they're not scary. It literally is just like a waiter in a restaurant. So you use them every single day. We're going to learn all about them. You're going to be very comfortable with them and maybe even build one by the end of this. So welcome to the course. We're going to go over these things. You'll be fine.